the biggest I think the biggest concern isn't even the pitching. I'm more concerned. If I'm concerned about anything, I'm concerned about the lack of offense having
Yeah.
a fully loaded offense. Last year, you could say, all right, the offense is having trouble scoring runs because you've got two of your big boppers out. But I believe I read something disturbing like Eloy Jimenez's average launch angle is 4.8% right now or something like that. Like he's hitting more ground balls than
Whoa.
balls in the air. And, that is a disturbing trend. He kind of has been a little gimpy because he fouled a ball hard off of his ankle. He did have to miss. He missed both games of the doubleheader because of that. But there were definitely some questionable things TLR did.
Yeah, and
And
actually,
it was kind of like game 2 of the doubleheader after your team kind of just like completely shit the bed. You've been off for 2 days. You got to question why Abreu, Anderson, and Robert were all sitting in game 2. All of
uh,
them. Maybe a reason to sit one of them. I may have set
yeah,
Robert because Robert at that point was 0 for his last 21 going into game 2. So
yeah.
maybe you sit and watch the game and clear your head. He was 2 for 4 today. So I feel, and he missed a home run that turned into a double
Before getting
by a
hurt.
few feet before getting hurt in the 8th inning of the game. But
Well,
um,
this actually brings me to my sexual harassment question
we'll go right
for
ahead.
this week. Um, I do think the game 2 lineup. I think he had set that up that morning. He already decided no matter what the outcome of the game would have been was going to be it was going to be that lineup. But the question with that lineup is why is Leury Garcia batting third? And in fact, I think he batted third again today. Leury
Well,
Garcia now has not one but 2 hits on this season. He is batting a hefty 69. That would be 0.069 for the season.
69, dude.
His OPS, I believe, is 232. I saw this yesterday. It's the first time in 40 years that a major league lineup has had a hitter in the number 3 hole with a sub 100 batting average and a sub 700 OPS. And in fact, he's sub 300, sub 250. So I mean, Garcia isn't obviously that bad, but why is he in the number 3 hole?
Well, I didn't understand yesterday's, but today it was because he has an 890 lifetime OPS against Plesac.
Okay.
And I
There's some
think
logic.
Tony thought it was, it might also help him batting behind Abreu, see better pitches. And since he already had an 890 OPS, perhaps, and that's like over 4 games too. It's not like he saw him once and has an 890 OPS.
Sure.
That's 4 games of hitting against him. It's not
He did have a
it's
hit
not
today, didn't he? I think he
yeah,
got
he
his
did have a
second
hit
hit
today.
today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it
So,
worked.
yeah, not to the degree it needed to, but it's funny when you look at both, that was, it's funny. That question sort of leads into my SOX type thing too,
Sox type thing.
because yeah,
It's like we're professionals over
because
here. We know how to
yeah, I know.
segue.
It leads into my SOX type thing because today when the lineup came out, which I didn't think the lineup was that outrageous, except for, the having to do my own research on why Garcia might be in the third hole with the starters basically in today. And when I did my research, I saw that he has hit Plesac very well, and you'd want that at the top of the lineup to get start turning the lineup over. But I did. There was a picture posted of the lineup, to which a Sox fan tweeted, "I am without words. The front office needs to speak to this." I mean, like he was
Oh.
just beside himself, and that led to other tweets, and here were some of the replies because we have to go over these replies too.
This is where it gets good.
Leury batting third again is absolutely absurd. That was one. Another one is, was La Russa hacked? Nah, just Jerry. Just Jerry. It's Reinsdorf's problem, right? It's Reinsdorf's fault. To be fair, I did want to be yeah. To be fair, I did want Jose moved down a touch. Okay, thank you. You know baseball well, Matt. The problem is the front office more than the manager. Okay. And then the last one, I think, is my favorite one from a gentleman named Louis. Wow, TLR needs to go back to drinking.
Oh,
so
who says he ever stopped?
Yeah, I know, exactly. Who says he was sober when he made the lineup? But yeah, I thought that was freaking like it just blew up. And I finally replied back to someone. I said, well, I think it's because he has a 890 OPS against Plesac. There's like they look at these things and they make lineups. And I got to reply back. It doesn't mean he has to bat third. Well, when the other
that's kind of what I would say too, but
yeah, I mean, he should be in the lineup and not bat third. And I go, you know what? It's hard to defend. I'm not really trying to defend it. I'm just saying, here's a possibility why it happened. It's not like Tony was like, oh, let's just put him third again. You know, and I think also in the second clown show lineup yesterday, I mean, he was one of the more veteran presence in that lineup. So perhaps that's why, maybe that's why he was batting third yesterday, just because he had some at bats. But
you might be seeing a graphic with the clown show lineup here shortly.
Yeah. I was Robin would tell you I was beside myself when I saw that lineup come out yesterday. And I'm not one to but it was because they had 2 days off. If this was like one of those scheduled make-up doubleheaders and they had played the day before, I would totally understand. Like, I'm not gonna send those guys out there because I want them to play the final game of the series. But you just got pasted 11-1.
Yeah.
Or was it 11-0? I don't even remember now.
It was 11-1. Yeah, I think you scratched out one. I think today's day game may have played a factor too.
He said if he had played them all in the doubleheader, then none of them would have played today.
Yeah.
But again, you had 2 days off. And it's baseball. It's not like it's football. And I'm going to say that but
he's had these rules for 70 years. This is how he manages. However long he's been managing, he's got rules that he sticks with.
Word Hole Media.